Hello, this is Zaop and 10k MMR, and this is top 5 list for support heroes that are good for MMR climbing. This means it will be different than the others, as I believe that some heroes are very good, but not in terms of gaining MMR. A perfect example of this is Oracle. I got from 4k to 10k playing a certain type of heroes, and I think playing a way that allows you to play towards strong lanes, pushing objectives and grouping up for timings is the easiest way to climb MMR. For that reason, I created a list of heroes I would suggest playing right now if you plan to gain MMR. This isn't tied strictly to meta, but rather balanced around the concept of the hero and strength of it in the current patch. If you want to see how I climbed to 10k, the video link should be popping at the top right now. But back to the list, we will start with number 5. Number 5. Jakiro. While his win rate is low, as he is around 47% across all brackets, I believe he is still one of the best heroes to climb MMR with. There are a few reasons for that. First of all, he has good lane presence. With his Twin Terror facet, Jakiro is able to dish out crazy damage on the lane, and for the range heroes, he is pretty much only comparable to Shaman. The next good thing about him is how easy he gets to farm. Both of his Q and D kill waves pretty quickly. On top of that, he's got one of the best AoE stuns in the game, and with the Icebreaker facet, he even gets to stun people twice. The only bad thing about it is the cast time, but you get used to it. And the ultimate, great area control, huge damage, and in some situations, it pretty much allows you to defend the base with just this spell alone. But his biggest strength lies in Liquid Fire. This ability completely melts towers. Pushing, especially early, will increase your chances of winning a lot. You can turn into another semi-core, but in the end, to click your E all you need is levels, so he's perfectly viable to play as 4 or 5. How to play him? Max your E. That's something that people are not doing, but this is absolutely crucial. Your Q doesn't scale that well, as it costs a lot of mana early on, so it's perfectly fine for you to get 2 points in that, then max your E. If you feel like you need your W early, you can even go 1-1-2 at level 4. Then, use every chance you get to Liquid Fire the tower. Keep in mind your Liquid Frost is better on heroes, but use it only if you will have a chance to attack enemy after using it. If you use it for plain harass, you're better off with Liquid Fire as well. Number 4. Undying. His presence there doesn't fit the other heroes, but there is a reason for that. While I don't think playing melee heroes that don't push waves that well is a good idea to climb MMR, Undying is literally the biggest lane bully in the meta right now. His spells are broken early on, and barely any hero can deal with his level 2 timings of 2-3 decays with a Tombstone and Blood Grenade. On top of that, he's very tanky, enables a lot of range cores, has a good heal, and in the end, at some point, 2 decays push waves as well, so his farming won't be an issue. He has his downsides. It can be underwhelming when you have a bad start, but that usually only happens if enemies know how to deal with you. The point is, most people don't. If you play the lane against Undying, it's very good practice to not play it at all. That means you are supposed to drag waves in most cases, as you rarely will be able to lane efficiently versus that hero. Another thing is not to give him ever a chance to use double decay on 2 heroes. That basically halves his effectiveness on the lane. A good option when he drops his Tombstone is to TP out. Just be careful about that. If they manage to cancel it or kill you in time, you will end up dying with no TP. How to play him? It's simple. Get a lot of mana and spam the decay. Get enemies low enough, then just run at them. If your carry is able to contribute early, you can completely bully enemies out of the lane, even as soon as level 1. You have a lot of HP early on after some decays, so you can use that as a resource as well. Number 3. Pagna. Pagna's presence here might be a little bit surprising, as the hero is still flying under the radar, but it was one of the heroes that I used during my climb as well, and let me tell you, you can play tempo like no other hero. First of all, your laning stage is crazy. As long as you learn how to land your Q every time, it is a great harass as well as range creep secure. Your ward is crazy tool for teamfights. You are supposed to go for siphoning ward every time, as it gives you a lot of resources to cast your spells. A well-timed E will not only pay off in the laning stage, but even give you more HP and mana than you used to on it. Oh, and it keeps people away from casting spells, as they usually will have bigger impact on them than you, as it deals damage to them and heals you. but the real fun starts later on. Against certain lineups, it's very hard to stop your ultimate and it has a cooldown of 7. Then, you basically carry a free Ghost Scepter you can use on enemies that slows them, and if you use it on allied hero, it increases the heals. But your biggest tool to win games and climb MMR is your Q. Maxed out, your blast deals over 200 damage to a tower for one cast at 5 seconds cooldown. Don't take the -1 second on level 10, it's pointless. And the best part is, you can cast it outside tower range. What does that mean? If you are ever allowed near the towers, you will melt them. Pugna opens up the map so fast, and getting last hits on them, which is very easy considering the damage, gives you a lot of gold. You have many items you can go for. Glimmer Cape gives you magic barrier that works with your ultimate, so you can basically not lose HP while giving ultimate to your ally. Solar Crest is a good tool for certain heroes like SF or Lina, while either lens gives you all that you need, mana regen and cast range. This hero's only problem is mana regen and HP pool. However, if you don't get bursted, you have many ways to save yourself and then save allies. I made a video about my game on Pugna and I'm suggesting everyone to watch it. It might be the way you will learn how to play the hero. It should be popping up there right now. Number 2, Furion. No matter how many times Valve tries to nerf that hero, he ends up being absolutely broken again. It's tied to few things. First of all, you've got a ranged hero with 600 attack range who's universal. While your damage is kinda low, you get bonus from trees, so every time you stay close to them, you hit harder, and it scales with levels. Then, your spell kit is one of the best kits in the game. Sprout is an ability that lets you annoy enemies, deal some damage, secure creeps, heal you a bit, and use tangos for twice the heal. As of now, I think the Soothing Sapling is the way to go. That means for just 70 mana, you get all of this, with a cooldown of 14. After that, you get a global TP that is way better than Travels, and maxed out, it has a cooldown of 20. Your ultimate is a powerful tool. It lets you push waves, and it's one of the most important things to climb MMR, but also gives you a lot of gold. Sometimes you will get 500 gold just by simply clicking R. Shard? AoE reveal with slow and damage, and the treants, well, they can be underwhelming sometimes, or maybe you can't be arsed to micro them, but what you can do is skill stats, and guess what? You are universal. This hero is literally the best rotating hero in the game. Sometimes when enemies don't carry a Quelling Blade, and let's be honest, there will be always somebody that will forget, you will have a 3-second stun at level 3. Around this time, most of the people run out of the tangos as well, so keep that in mind. This can be very efficient on the mid lane. Thanks to your TP, you don't need boots. That way, you can go for Vessel first and complete it as soon as 10 minutes. This item not only is crazy good right now, but you benefit the most from it, as you're a universal hero. After that, you usually enjoy having the best item in current patch, Blade Mail. With Vessel and Blade Mail, as well as TP Barrier, you end up close to 2000 HP as support in the mid game. You can TP aggressively and just force enemies on you. The only reason he's on place number 2 is because in the end is a hero that has very high skill ceiling. A bad TP rotation can ruin your own lane and the hero can be a problem if played from behind. If you learn how to play it though, it's amazing. Number 1, Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman is the best hero to climb MMR right now, and it's not even close. This hero is absolutely crazy. It does just way too much. First of all, you have almost 70 attack damage level 1 with no items. It is negated a bit by the low range, but that's still crazy. Oh, and you've got 5 armor. There's not a single hero support in Dota that can trade versus you on the lane. You've got 2 viable facets. One allows you to have 3 stuns, while the other makes your ward able to hit objectives like no other. And it doesn't really matter if you take one on the other. In the end, you still get wards that push decently, or 2 stuns with the big ward. Your E, Vayne ultimate that heals you with a cooldown of 11. Your Q at level 1 deals 140 damage, one of the highest targeted nukes in the game. Your innate will save you at least one time per game. This hero is amazing as you can act like few different heroes in a game. Sometimes you will be the setup with a blink or ether lens so your cores can jump on people that you stun. Sometimes you get your Aga names and just nuke people like crazy, while in other games you will be the one that will take all the objectives. Shaman fits all the criteria about good MMR. He's a very good laner, plays well towards your cores, pushes lanes and towers and allows you to play for the tempo. And one of the most important things in Dota, stuns, he has 3 of them. There's no way he doesn't get nuked to the ground in the next big patch, as this hero does way too much. He would still be broken if he had 15 less damage at level 1, let that sink in. That's it for today. I wanted to create a top 5 for support heroes that is different than what you see on YouTube, and hopefully you enjoyed this. If you would like to see another tier list by me, feel free to comment with the ideas. Join our Discord with the link down below as the community is growing every day. See you!